really have not been using the playground stuff enough. And maybe that's just because it's sort of new and like it's only really in the Adventure Awaits world, so I don't really tend to frequent it that much. But today I want to try and build another playground, so I've got an excuse to use them more often with my Sims. I've built a couple already, but mostly in Willow Creek. I built one for like this lot in Willow Creek before, but I thought it might be kind of fun to try and go through and make some for the other worlds. And I don't think I've ever built a park in Henford-on-Bagley. They have the national park lot way back out here, but I want to put like a little city park. Well, city park is kind of a strong word, but I want to put a little one in the middle of town up in this area. This is a really small lot. It's only 20 by 15, but it's kind of off to the side, and I think it might be a nice place to put some stuff for kids. I'm also going to try and do this with limited packs. I'm just going to use the base game and Cottage Living and also Adventure Awaits so we can have the playground stuff. But doesn't it feel like this could be a cute place to have one? I don't know. I'm excited about the idea. I hope it turns out okay. Step one, I'm going to bulldoze it and then switch the lot type. I think I want to make a custom sort of playground set with this stuff. And I also definitely want to have swings and maybe even a separate slide. I might do like a separate slide, separate monkey bars. We'll have a swing set and then the custom playground build. Should I do that first? Because then everything else can kind of be based around it. And I'm very fine with this being really big and like honestly taking up probably too much of the lot. I think that that would be perfectly acceptable and honestly kind of fun. Oops, I wanted this to be rotated. Oh, it's so annoying doing this. Okay, and then maybe there could be a staircase up from this one into a taller one, kind of like this, and they can have a really big slide that goes down from this side, and maybe this part can have no platform, but there could be a staircase and a little slide. Is that weird? I think it's weird. Okay, let's not do that. Maybe there could be a staircase over here. We could put a little ladder up to this one. Is that all of the major stuff? Do you think it should be even bigger than this? I honestly don't know. I think it could be kind of cool if it was just absolutely huge, but oh, can you not put the, okay. Hold on. I put move objects on so we could see this a bit better. It's got 15 out of the 4 pieces of playground equipment it needs. Hey, do you think it has enough? I'm not sure if it has enough. No, you know what? Let's leave it like this because I think it would be good. Oh, maybe we could do 2 slides though. Is that weird? I do want to get some of these things. I feel like maybe this part is weird because it's not enclosed enough, you know? We can put this up here. Maybe I'll put this one here. Okay, so all the different things are there, so it can all be used. And then we have this slide and we have the swings. I wanted to get the monkey bars too, so I don't forget. Sometimes I like to put the swing set almost as if it's like pretend attached to the playground set. Should we scoot the whole thing over a bit more? I think so. I think that's okay. What happens if we rotate it like kind of like this? Where did I have the swing before? Was it over there? Okay, this might not work. Well, we can maybe make that work. I could just change this piece to be somewhere else, like over here. Okay, yeah, I think this is a fine layout. I don't really know what color I want it to be. I hate to use just like the default color, but I actually think that this is kind of nice. I wonder if we could get a few different colors of slides or something, you know? So like we have the red, green, and yellow in there, and then this one has a little bit more green. Maybe that makes it seem more fun. Okay, and we have the monkey bars and the little slide. I don't know if we can make that work anymore, but we'll see. I need to find a toilet. It could be Adventure Awaits, and it could also be Cottage Living. I don't know if there is one. Yeah, there's not. This is the Adventure Awaits one. I must say, I don't really like it. What about the base game one? This thing is always fine. I think that would probably be okay if it had to be that. And we can just get it in the corner, basically as far back as it'll let us go. Do you think that we should not use the slide, the separate slide? I kind of wanted to have one, but now I'm second guessing myself. This is also not angled correctly. And I kind of wanted to have a wall. Like some kind of fence around the outside, and I don't know if that's gonna work anymore. What else does it need? Okay, it wants benches. I think we could use the Cottage Living benches because I'm trying to make it seem a little bit more rustic around here. Are those too dark? They do have some multicolored ones, but I just don't know about the green. I think maybe it's better if they're all wood because it stands out more against the ground. And then it wants patio tables, or I guess it just wants one patio table, but I might do a couple of them so that we can have the umbrellas. Okay, well, technically it could be done, but it's not. I think I just want to try and figure out the layout a bit better. So that's as far over as we can put the little bathroom setup. I think that's kind of nice. I also think that I want to get into debug a bit more. bb.show hidden objects. I'm kind of interested in trying to use some of the debug fencing from this pack, because that way I can put it completely on the outside edge of the lot. Oh, this is always kind of fun. A little community sign. Okay. And then obviously we'll have a lot of debug landscaping. But this is what I was talking about, this fence. Bad news is that it's gonna have to clip. I guess we can try and put it over as far as it'll let us, because it doesn't need to be like as wide as it is right now. Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh, okay. That fits perfectly. But wouldn't it be nice for it to be fenced in? I don't know, I'm gonna have to move everything else around after this, but it's good to have a vision in mind. And that fits really well too. Okay. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm not worried. Everything's fine. You probably want this over a bit more, don't you then? I don't know who I'm talking to when I say you. You probably want this over a bit more, don't you? What? Okay, that's fine though. And then we can get this long piece. Oh, this could be nice because we could possibly have like, where's the end of that? Okay. We could have another exit in the back over there. Okay. Yeah, now we just have to try and rearrange everything else so it doesn't look horrible. Maybe I don't want the umbrellas, and maybe I don't want the separate slide. I think we need to try and be a little bit more realistic with ourselves about this. We know what we can manage. And it probably isn't that. Okay, is this the like main piece of it? Okay, I think that this being angled this way is pretty okay. Although I might do like a little tiny switch because I kind of want to have the slide here and this thing here, just because it's a little bit smaller, so there's more space in front of this. And then I think we can definitely still have the monkey bars over here, like back in the corner a little bit. And this swing set should probably still work right here too, which is good. Is that straight? Yes. Okay, that's fine, I think, I hope. We could do it in a lighter color maybe. Does it fit like way back here? I'm having a hard time with the placement of this monkey bar set. I'm gonna need to think about that a little bit more. Okay, well, we're making progress. It's funny because it's like we've barely done anything. But I've been recording this for kind of a while. A lot of it is just like experimenting, right? It's trial and error. Unfortunately, I have therapy now, so I'm gonna come back in like an hour and finish this. And if it's the next day, well, you know, maybe it went bad. Who knows? I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. And I could probably use a bit of a distraction, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. I think I wanna start by trying to put in a little bit of the landscaping. Not all of it, but I just wanna know like where the pockets of plants are gonna be, and then we can go from there, because we're gonna need to have a bunch of trees. Like maybe we could get this one in the corner. Do you think that's weird that it's in the corner because it's close to the one that's the same? Or is that good? I don't know. We'll see. Let's just try and get a few. I think I'll put one over here too. I was gonna have like a bunch of plants under this and like the sign right out front of it. I think we probably need at least one more tree. Ooh, bushes. These will be good. Okay. See, the one thing about building with Cottage Living, it's like, sure, yeah, it's technically a limited pack build, but it doesn't ever feel like it because Cottage Living has so much good stuff. Being able to do good landscaping makes such a big difference. It's like so nice to be able to have this stuff. Okay, trees, trees, trees. What about like a little one? No, never mind. That one's too big. I need something that's kind of tall. I guess maybe this one is fine to use again. We'll have a couple of them. That's all right. Okay, they probably need to have something over here. I hate to just have like a bunch of things all in the four corners of the build. Maybe there could be a tree that kind of goes in between them. Still in the four corners of the build, but maybe it's a bit cooler. Oh, I forgot about these as well. Oh my gosh, that's actually huge. Sorry, the lighting is always bad. I'm not super thrilled about that. No, but isn't that nice though, to have like some little wildflowers around? And then we can add in some extras here and there. Okay, so I probably want to have one of the benches in this corner. I'll get some plants around it. I bet the other bench could go over here close by. We'll get some more plants around that. And then I need to put more tables back. I decided to get rid of the one that I had before because I didn't like it. I wonder if maybe a picnic table would be a bit of a nicer touch. Do you think we should put a picnic table and a grill? Or should we just have like a couple of picnic tables? You know what? I think we need to have a grill too. I just think it would be nice if you could cook food on this lot. They don't even need a trash can either, but we're gonna definitely put an outdoor trash can too. Okay, that's nice. Let's see about trying to get the rest of the landscaping put in. I might look at Adventure Awaits a tiny bit more just because I'm curious to see. Oh, we could put butterflies. I didn't even think about that. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Let's definitely put a couple sets of butterflies. I think I want them to be colorful. Like maybe these two. That's cool. Okay. Was I not looking at debug? There's one specific kind of landscaping that I'm kind of interested in using. I know they have it in a few packs. I just don't know if it's in Adventure Awaits. It's like the high school years, little grassy stuff. No. Okay, awesome. I mean, we could do, that just doesn't look good, so we shouldn't. I'm gonna start putting in all my pretty little flowers everywhere. All right, well now we're gonna start putting in flowers. I'm gonna try to layer them a bunch, I think. Oh, there could be mushrooms too. That's actually so cute. Let me just put a few mushrooms down so I can pull from the pile and then keep using them. Let's see. That one could go right there. We can put this little thing in the corner. I'm looking for the it's like pointy and tall. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm looking for the tall, pointy one. This. Do you think that we should put like layered landscaping in like this, or is that too much? I think it kind of looks good. I feel like maybe we want it to come out in front of the sign a bit more though. And we could put that on an angle. Well, let me see about how many plants I want to put in. I know I want some there. I had kind of talked about putting some over here. And then maybe a little bit more in some of the back corners, like definitely over here needs some. And I guess we could have a little bit here. I might need to move this over, but I think that's okay. Do we need anything else anywhere? I don't know. I feel like maybe it's okay. Aside from, you know, the obvious, like additional landscaping, I more mean like, do we need to put any other large sections of plants? But I think this should be fine. I might want to try and put in some extra toys too. I'm thinking that maybe it would be nice if we had like a couple little toddler things too. Just extra stuff in case you want your Sims to be able to use it. I'm gonna get another one of these little mushrooms over here. I love the mushrooms. Okay, back to debug. Let's see what else we've got from Cottage Living. Oh, I haven't used this anywhere yet. Should we put that too? We could get a real mix of some extra kinds of plants this way. Maybe we should. Can I put it little teeny tiny right there? I think that's nice. Maybe I'll use another one because it's kind of big. Oh, I just love landscaping in this game. It's so much fun for me. I'm gonna get another one of those. I think I might even put another one over here. I'm gonna see about rocks as well, because I think that maybe having some rocks around the place might be kind of a nice touch. How's that? No. Not good enough. I think this needs to be taller. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I think maybe we should have swapped this out because this is a little bit taller, so that might be better in the back. And then we get some more over here. That's good. And then the last corner is this one, right? It's really not that bad. The landscaping is really going well, I think. Always pleasantly surprised when stuff ends up working out okay, you know? It's just a relief to have that happen. Here's some purple. Maybe get one of these right here. Okay, now should we look at rocks? I think so. There's not really a lot of rocks in the environment at all, but I guess that doesn't really matter. We're gonna wanna look at some lighting, and then I was kind of thinking about maybe trying to get, we can't put it on the back, unfortunately, but we could possibly try to have a little bit more ivy going up the side of this, and that could be kind of a nice touch too. Oh, and this is a little bit of a thicker section of the flowers. Maybe we could fill these in some of the areas where it's like lower trafficked. Like we could put some of it underneath the playground and maybe some of it over here in this corner too. I really like that. I just think that's so pretty. Can I put more of the ivy up the side of the building? Hey, we can get some like cute little decorations. I'm wondering about putting this, right? Like that's kind of cool. Makes it look a little bit fancier, more cottage living-y. I think that there's also a little butterfly item. Oh, this. We could even use it in the green. Well, we could try and put this on here. Just make sure you don't mess up the centering of it. That's kind of cute though, right? Does that help it to look more like it belongs in the neighborhood? Okay, there's their grill. Should we just go through everything from Cottage Living and see if there's anything else that we want to add? Oh, because this could be so cute. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the little bunny tree stump. Perfect. They have festival banners and stuff too, but I just don't really know if we need this kind of thing. There's not really a playgroundy kind of swatch. They're all just for the festivals that happen, so maybe not that. Oh, we could probably get some lighting. Does this have a matching color? Oh yeah, because it's more this gray tone. Oh, perfect. Do you think if I put 2 of these right here, it would be too much? What if I sized them down? And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Raise them up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like that's kind of pretty. How's it look at night? Okay. Yeah, we definitely need to get some more lighting. So this will be good, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 for that one. So that's in the sides. I think maybe there could be some lighting, like it might help if we added some extra lighting onto this, because I don't think that actually lights up at all. But like, what do you think would happen if I tried to raise, I was gonna say I could try and raise this up to put it in the light, but maybe not. I mean, you know what you could actually do is possibly try and raise this up. It's the exact same light, but you could try and stack up. Oh, okay. I'm actually gonna stick to this. I'm gonna try and put something else on top of that light to cover it up because I really want to use this one. I think it's nice to have the extra wall lights. I think it needs it. I feel like there's a debug, like, I don't know, in the base game debug, they have a hanging plant, and I'm wondering to see if that might work to cover it up. I just have to find it first, which might be a little bit difficult. There's actually a few of them, at least maybe 2 or 3 of them, and I haven't found it yet. Okay, oh, there it is. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, how does it look in the daytime? It's actually okay. Do you think if we hung it like that, I mean, you can still kind of see the light, but it covers it mostly, and it maybe even looks a little bit like the light arm is a part of the hanging plant. So that could be weird. That could be good. I'm not sure if I want to use any terrain paint as a path or not, because I do like how this one looks. And I also think it's nice to have it kind of connect up to the bathroom a little bit more. But then, like, is it weird and random that it's placed like this? I guess it does kind of divide, like, the playground side from the hangout side, which could be nice. Especially if we layer it with some extra dirt terrain paint. Maybe I'll do that now. I like to do this where I like trace the outside edge with a little bit of dirt. And then we can also try to put some dirt underneath all the other plants. You know, I might also try and get a little bit of dirt underneath the playground equipment because we could possibly have it look like maybe there's dirt underneath all of the little supports and stuff. And like maybe a little bit coming out of the slide as if the kids kind of dug up the ground a bit by stepping on it too much or something. Oh, does that slide look dirty in that swatch? I guess it might. Sometimes I put it underneath the swings too. Like they were kicking up the dirt. Okay, I'm trying to get it underneath every single part of this. There's a lot of posts. Okay, I really like that so far. I wanted to look and see if there was anything else from Adventure Awaits that maybe we wanted to add since we're already using that pack. Because, you know, it has like some cute little decorative things like this sign. I guess the park's a little bit fancier than that sign is. So maybe we don't want to use it. Or maybe even like this. Like if we put a couple of the paper crafting things down so that you could use it while you're out here. Imagine we like randomly have some archery. There's absolutely no space for that. But could you imagine if we put it? Here, this is it in the nighttime. I think I might get a couple more lights to put outside. I don't think Cottage Living has a ground one that I'm gonna want. Yeah, no. I was thinking like maybe some of the space game stuff because we could get a couple of lights there. Maybe another one on this side. Because it's so dark back here. I don't really want it to be this dark. And then if you come to play here with your kids, you'll be able to actually see. Okay, I feel like that works. It's really kind of weirdly bright on this thing, but maybe that's fine, I don't know. Okay, I think I'm gonna put a couple lot traits on it. Oh, I need to be careful to make sure they aren't from other packs because I kind of forget what lot traits are from packs. I was thinking Child's Play. That makes the kids learn faster. And maybe we just leave it at that. I also was planning on putting a couple of things down for toddlers and I didn't do that yet. I kind of thought like maybe there could be a couple of toys just in the grass over here because then anybody could play with those. I kind of wanted like a picnic basket or something, but I think the picnic stuff is from Cottage Living. Never mind. I was gonna say I can't use it, but I can. Okay, that's perfect. I'll use the purple one. I think this turned out pretty cute. I kind of want to bring a sim here and just do a tiny bit of testing. Are we gonna call it the Cobble Bottom Playground? I guess maybe. Who should we bring? Oh, let's bring like Dennis and Olivia. They can come here. Oh, that's cool. My terrain paint deleted. It's been so long since that's happened to me. Oh my God. I haven't had that glitch in like probably a few months. I kind of thought they had fixed it. Well, that's just great. Okay, well, I'm gonna check if they can use the bathroom. I'm pretty sure they can. I just wasn't sure because we have like the plants. Yeah, they're fine. We can use the swings. There is the proof. I kind of wanted to see what the butterflies looked like. There's a bunny! Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, see, and then the butterflies show up. Isn't that so fun? Should I get more? I might need to get more. I want extra butterflies. I used this one and this one, right? Maybe we could have like the yellow ones. We can put them over here. Okay, so they're kind of like dispersed around, which is good. I also just had a thought that I kind of wanted to put a telescope in. Oh, it would probably fit nicely over here, tucked away in the corner like this. Okay, and then I have to fix the terrain paint again. Okay, well, hopefully we can get a cuter little windy path that goes into it all. No, that maybe was too windy. Maybe we could even fill in a little bit more of this. There's a toddler. Look at that. Is there an adult here with you or is it just you? Uh-oh. Okay, maybe that is better. I kind of like it like this, I think. We just gotta get the rest of the dirt back in. I can't believe that happened. It really has been so long since that's happened to me. I even thought about saving it like to my library before I brought the sim here, and then I was like, well, you don't really need to do that. It hasn't been a problem in so long. And then it turned out it was a problem. Okay. Well, it's a good thing I went through individually and put so many random little dots of brown everywhere. Now I have to do it again. It's not that bad. I've had way worse experiences with my terrain paint deleting. There was this one time that I was making, it was kind of like a farmhouse vibe, and the entire thing was full of sunflower fields, okay? So mind you, I was placing that little tiny sunflower item. I probably had put hundreds of them. Like I made a bunch of rows of it, you know, kind of like this, to fill up an entire like 40 by 30 lot. Every inch of the grass, except for the house, was full of sunflowers. And then I went through and I drew a bunch of individual rows of dirt, kind of like this, under all of it. It took me ages. I was putting so much time and detail into this little lot, right? Guess what? All of the terrain paint deleted itself, so I had to start over and do it again. I got like kind of scarred by that, and ever since then, that's the reason that I always do terrain paint last, because I'm like, I don't want to go through and have to put all this work into this thing and then have it delete itself. So I'm just gonna hold off for as long as possible and then do it. And I even did that today, and it still came back to bite me, but I think this is okay now. Let's save the game. Okay, well, I think everything should be accessible. Can the adults go over here? Can you crawl through the tunnel? You can. I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever tried to have the kids or the adults crawl through the tunnel, only kids. That's kind of exciting. This is bad, but I might steal this toddler just so I can test out what the toddlers can do. I don't know where your parents are because I don't see them here. So it's probably for the best. I think toddlers can climb up the stairs if they have a high enough skill, which you wouldn't. Is it 2? Yeah, now you can climb stairs. Can you come up here? Okay, welcome to this child. Can you come over here? I think you can slide. Maybe you can't use this. Can you get up here? Maybe, I wonder if they can't go through those tunnels. And if that's the case, I might want to give them another one of those little toy things, because I'd like them to be able to use this. So that way it's always accessible to a toddler. Okay, they can get up there. Can you come slide down this? Okay, so like half of it is accessible to the kids are using it. Can you come slide now? Can you not get over there? Well, maybe you're too small. Oh well, that's your own problem. I'm gonna say it's done. I'm gonna put it on the gallery now. I might actually call it the Henford Playground instead of the Cobble Bottom Playground, because Cobble Bottom is weird. I don't think I like it. Oh, lighting is bad there. Wait, lighting's pretty much always bad though, huh? Okay, I'm putting it up just in case you want to use it. I'm actually curious, before I go, I kind of want to test to see if you can make it into a park. I think it needs to have chess tables to be a park, and there's not enough outside patio chairs either. Okay, yeah, I wanted it to be a playground though. The playground lots have more kids come to them, and that's what I wanted out of this. So the other thing, when I was uploading it just then, do you remember when Cottage Living first came out and there was this huge drama about us all thinking it was gonna have cars in it? When I tell you the reason, this is so unhinged, okay? But the world was called Henford on Bagley, right? Henry Ford made his first car and lived on Bagley Street. So everybody saw Ford on Bagley and they were like, oh my God, they're teasing cars. Obviously now it's been years, still no cars. But yeah, that was a weird coincidence. Surely they didn't do it on purpose, right? Like, who even knew that about Henry Ford? I didn't until, you know, people were looking it up and talking about it. But we all had like a collective moment of like extreme chaos when that happened, and no, been 5 years, no more cars. I also think if they were gonna add cars, coming in a pack like Cottage Living doesn't make any sense. Like, they would probably do it in a world that seems more car-centric. This world is not at all. Like, all of this is pedestrian, and there's like a cliff. So, anyway, there's your daily dose of old Sims drama. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun building this. It makes me want to build more playgrounds, and possibly some that are bigger in other places, but I'm glad to have this, and I think that I'm gonna use it. Like, I can see myself bringing Sims here to play here. I was gonna say I would place this in my Legacy Challenge save, but right now in my Legacy save, this lot is a graveyard, I think. Or maybe, wait, maybe it's the other one. Maybe it's the 30 by 20 that's a graveyard, so I probably could place it in my Legacy save. Okay, I'll think about it, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow, okay? Bye, everybody.